It hasn't even been a week since Nintendo shook the world with the surprise announcement of the next Super Smash Bros. Arriving on Nintendo Switch this year. With only a few characters confirmed for the roster, we have a few requests for the developers at HAL Laboratory. More than that actually. You know how the Smash community is. So today, we're going to list our top 10 most wanted characters for Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch. Part 1. If Peach is playable in Smash, why not get things started by bringing Mayor Pauline into Super Smash Bros. Switch? Needless to say, Pauline stole the show in Super Mario Odyssey with the New Donk City Festival, delivering one of, if not the most memorable scene in Mario history. Just think about it. She is strong, independent, and respected among her fellow citizens, and in many ways, a counterweight to Princess Peach as a democratically elected figurehead.
The rivalry that never materialized in Super Mario Odyssey could surface in Super Smash Bros. Switch, as Pauline and Peach duke it out against each other and obviously team up against Mario. So if Peach has pans, turnips, toads and umbrellas in her arsenal, then Pauline could have her vintage metal microphone, purse, hat, obviously, and high heels. And for her final smash, why not have the New Donk City band jazz it out? It's time for Pauline to go from trophy to brawler and give her the spot and amiibo she deserves.
If there is any indie game character that deserves to be on the list, it is none other than Shovel Knight. I was honestly surprised he didn't win the Smash ballot back in 2015 because he is that popular. Even without his reputation, Shovel Knight is a character with a wide variety of powers and movesets that make him a shoo-in for Smash Bros. He would be a lot like Mega Man in the sense that he'd use his different relics to assist him in battle. From his flare wand, to his dust knuckles, and his throwing anchor. Maybe he could bring in the rest of the knights for an epic final smash. Plus, he would help kill time while we wait for that sequel. So, get Shovel Knight into Smash Bros, guys.
The removal of Pokemon Trainer in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS left many Pokemon fans disappointed, to say the least. Even though many have pointed out that the removal might have been tied to the 3DS version of the game not being able to handle the technicality of the character and his Pokemon, pretty much just like the Ice Climbers. Now that Super Smash Bros. Switch will not have to adjust to a much weaker handheld version, Pokemon Trainer should return, but with a little twist. Instead of bringing back Trainer Red with the different evolution stages of the 3 starters from the first generation, why not have the protagonists from the upcoming Pokemon Switch RPG and the starters from this one to take the stage?
It makes too much sense, seeing as mainline Pokemon is making the great switch from handheld to hybrid console handheld. More so, it would be the perfect way to promote Pokemon Switch, title pending, following the reveal of the game. Our only concern is if the reveal of Pokemon Switch will come in time, and if not, this could always be a DLC character down the line. Whoa! If I told you a couple of years ago that I would love to see my childhood hero Crash Bandicoot in Super Smash Bros., you probably would have called me nuts. And yet, Cloud Strife was in Smash 4, and Final Fantasy VII never appeared on a Nintendo console, unlike the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy coming out on the Switch in July. Now he doesn't sound so impossible, does he? Crash Bandicoot would continue filling the insane character roster with more classic platformers. Just imagine playing a match between Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, Pac-Man, and Crash. My inner child would burst into tears of nostalgic happiness. Plus, it would be a great way to promote the Insane trilogy. And if this were to happen, that would mean Crash is the second PlayStation character to be in Super Smash Bros. Instead of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Irony can be funny sometimes, but now that Activision owns the rights to Crash and can do anything they please with the IP, we wouldn't be surprised if they see Smash as a brilliant way to promote the Insane trilogy to Nintendo fans and eventual sequels that are bound to happen following its success. It would also grant them an excellent amiibo of Crash, much better than this abomination. Metroid is probably the most underrepresented Nintendo franchise of the original IPs found in Smash since the original Nintendo 64 game. Happy soon 20th anniversary, by the way. Like, for real, there are only 2 characters, or more specifically, 1 character, with either a power suit or a zero suit. As such, it is about time for another Metroid entry, and that should be no other than Ridley. Let us explain. It should be obvious by now, following the true endings to Metroid Prime 3 and Metroid Prime Federation Force, that Samus's arch bounty hunter rival Sylux is going to play a big part in Metroid Prime 4. As such, why not make up for Dark Samus being a mere assist trophy and put this blue space alien into Smash 5? Could Sakurai get away with making him a Samus clone? I mean, sure, but we would rather he have his own unique moveset. Either that, or make him like Lucas compared to Ness, where they play similarly but have different powers. The Metroid series should be represented more than with just Samus. And seriously guys, stop trying to make Ridley happen. As much as we would like it, it's not going to happen. Sakurai has several times commented on the matter and literally put him as a stage hazard in Smash 4 to tell you that he's too big. Take the hint.
Square Enix finally brought the goods to the table in Super Smash Bros. 4 with Cloud Strife as the ultimate paid DLC character. As is Nintendo and Square are getting on better and better terms, why not along Cloud Strife bring a proper Nintendo Square character? And none other would fit better than Geno.
After all, just like the Inklings, Geno is already a Mii costume, a big troll move during that final presentation in December 2015, and doing the same thing all over again would just be plain evil by Masahiro Sakurai and his ninjas. So here's the deal. Nintendo, improve your relations further with Square so we can keep Cloud Strife and bring in Geno from Super Mario RPG. And yes, we want a full moveset with the Geno Beam, Whirl, Flash, and Blast, plus some more attacks. Besides, if you can bring in Geno from Square for the game and Amiibo, perhaps you can as well bring in some other Square characters under the circumstances that you get Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Switch. Wink wink. It's about damn time that Super Smash Bros. Introduced the most badass assassin in video games, and I'm not talking about Samus Aran. I'm talking about Mr. Travis Touchdown, the perverted otaku brainchild of insane developer Suda51, aka any translator's greatest fear.
So today I'd like to start, I've been invited to come to this event and I'd like to talk.
Travis Strikes Again is coming exclusively to the Switch this year, with Mr. Touchdown once again wielding his legendary beam katana that he somehow bought online. Must have been with bitcoins on the dark web. Seeing this, he would be the perfect character for Super Smash Bros. Switch, as he will be able to hack and slash the likes of kid-friendly characters like Mario, Kirby, and Villager. Maybe not, as that is another psychopath. Moving on.
Based on the footage so far, we know that No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again will mainly take place in various video game worlds. As such, we can already picture his introduction trailer. Travis sitting on his trademark toilet bowl, getting warped into Super Smash Bros. Without the slightest idea of what the hell is going on. Then vigorously lighting his beam katana, getting ready to kick some ass. Something tells us that Suda himself has for a long time been begging Sakurai to put him in this game, and something tells us that Sakurai this time will give in and give us a stage based on Santa Destroy or the Death Drive Mach 2. One reason, besides Travis Strikes Again, is that we need more N-rated characters in Smash Bros. And if Bayonetta taught us something, then it is that to join Smash, you just have to avoid nudity and blood. We believe Travis can do without those. On the other hand, we believe he might have a harder time holding his hands off the next characters on this list, seeing how he behaves around Sylvia, who, by the way, along with Sir Henry Motherfucker and Shinobu or Batman, should be in his final Smash.
Champion Link is in Super Smash Bros. Switch, and even though we still don't know if he is replacing Link from Twilight Princess or joining aside him, this move marks for a generation change for the Zelda franchise in the Super Smash Bros. Series. So the next question will be, is Breath of the Wild Zelda next in line? This is a question that requires answers, as throughout Breath of the Wild, Zelda was only seen within cutscenes. This means that we haven't seen much of her with the exception of her obvious final smash and the bow of light and light arrows she bestowed Link in the underwhelming climax of the game.
Now that she has been freed from Calamity Ganon, it is time for the heir to the Hylian throne to become playable outside Hyrule Warriors and claim her rightful spot in the Smash Bros. Roster. There we hope she will show Link who is the true ruler of Hyrule and naturally kick Ganondorf's ass. Speaking of, replacing both Twilight Princess Link and Zelda could pose an issue with keeping Ganondorf in the game. And seeing that both Calamity Ganon and Dark Beast Ganon are way too big for Smash, it might be a good idea to have Champion Link and Breath of the Wild Zelda alongside Twilight Princess Link and Zelda. Super Smash Bros. 4 gave us Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles. Now it is time to expand the number of characters in the Xenoblade universe to 2, by including Rex with Pyra and Mithra. This inclusion is a no-brainer, and has already been pointed out by Etika as one of the most demanded inclusions for a number of reasons. Their deep personalities, the range of powerful attacks Pyra and Mithra offer, and the curve of their perfect bodies.
Pervert!
Anyway, we see Rex and Pyra Mithra work to an extent like the Ice Climbers, only that in order to unleash Mithra, you have to charge Pyra up. And as for Final Smash, just do the same things as with Shulk and bring the entire party with Nia, Dromark, Tora, and Poppy.
The fact of the matter is that Nintendo and Pop made the Switch a success by making their games talking points in more than one way. But still, we all know that waifus ranging from Zelda's Flower Adventure, Pyra and Mithra's special habits, and some movie stars were central to spreading the buzz about Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and finally ARMS. And that's why our top pick is...
Our number one choice, for this part at least, are actually two characters from the same series, because we wouldn't mind if they had to choose between the two, Min Min and Twintelle from ARMS. I know what you're thinking, but why not Springman and Ribbon Girl? They're like the cover characters for the game. That's very true, and they are more likely to be selected than Min Min and Twintelle, but the latter two are just more popular and diverse than the rest of the ARMS cast. Players adore these characters for their unique designs and, well, screw it. I think I know what to title this game now. Super Smash Bros. Waifu Wars. Regardless, we are more than likely to see Springman and Ribbon Girl, but since this is our personal list, we feel it would be best to add either Min Min or Twintelle. They are infinitely more interesting characters with simply better stages, and they will make the character roster more diverse. And you know that their final smash will be a rush attack. And there you have it. Or wait, do you want more? Well then, you are in luck, as there are too many Super Smash Bros. Character candidates to include them in one top 10 video. As such, we will, in 2 weeks, upload the second half of our most desired Smash characters. But while you wait for that one, why not like this video, subscribe to our channel to not miss part 2 of our most wanted characters in Super Smash Bros. And episode 2 of Inside Super Smash Bros. Switch. The latter one will be up 1 week from today, so get ready as we begin our charge for 150,000 subscribers, less than 20k subscribers to go, so let's do this together for more great video productions filled with passion and top-notch quality. We also want to give credit where credit is due to our good friend Artsy Omni and the Smashified team, as we used some of their renders in this video.
Finally, we want to see your character suggestions in the comment section below, and also thank all our patrons including royal producer Kenyatta Ali for supporting our channel financially. You can do the same by heading over to patreon.com/commonrealm for some awesome perks. Until the next video or one of the two in front of you, this was the Commonwealth Realm.
And remember to settle it in Smash.